In today's society, body image plays a big role in most advertisements. Our perception of the perfect body is based off of what we see on TV or in magazines. We see women usually being tall and skinny and men being tall and muscular. For our project, we use ads such as Victoria's Secret, Dear Kate, and Muscle and Fitness. We did many interviews to depict how society really sees the perfect body image, so we're left with the question, what really is the perfect body?
The first Perfect Body advertisement was created and paid for by Victoria's Secret. The second ad was created and paid for by the underwear line Dear Kate. The Victoria's Secret name was not posted on the actual ad, but the women in the ad are wearing Victoria's Secret products. In addition, when searching about the ad online, multiple sources state that the ad is a Victoria's Secret sales campaign. The same applies for the Dear Kate ad. The target audience is young adult women of any ethnicity, class, or profession. The Victoria's Secret ad depicts 10 thin women wearing Victoria's Secret brand bras and underwear. The words, quote-unquote, the perfect body are placed in the ad with perfect fit, perfect comfort, perfectly soft, explore the collection, as subtext. The Dear Kate ad depicts 10 women of varying shapes and sizes wearing Dear Kate brand underwear. The words, quote-unquote, the perfect body are placed on the ad. For the Victoria's Secret ad, the subtext is that the perfect body is very thin. For the Dear Kate ad, the subtext is that all bodies of different shapes and sizes can be perfect. The Victoria's Secret ad uses stereotypes implying that their line of clothing is for thin women, leaving women who don't fit that type feeling uncomfortable. The Dear Kate ad attempts to eliminate the stereotypes put in place by Victoria's Secret, persuading women that they do not have to look like supermodels in order to have the quote-unquote perfect body. In the Dear Kate ad, a positive message of body image is presented. It depicts 10 women of different body types as the quote-unquote perfect body, making women feel more accepted and promoting healthy lifestyles and self-esteem. In the Victoria's Secret ad, a negative message of body image is presented. It depicts only one body type as the quote-unquote perfect body, which is not necessarily true or realistic. It would most likely make most women feel self-conscious or inferior. The untold story is the struggles that many girls and young women face with the pressure of having society's version of the quote-unquote perfect body. This can lead to eating disorders, anxiety, and other physical and emotional issues.
This magazine cover was created and paid for by Muscle and Fitness magazine, as indicated by the title at the top of the page and the website underneath the barcode. Its target audience is males of all ethnicities and classes who are interested in working out and getting fit. The first thing that grabs your attention is a very muscular man holding up a slab of meat in one hand while stabbing other slabs of meat with a knife. The text, "Eat like a man," is boldly displayed next to him, with subtext underneath that read, "Bad food's gone good," 21 days of goal-based meal plans, and 7 new forms of muscle-building protein. By associating eating meat with looking like a professional bodybuilder, the advertisement portrays that if you eat like a man, you will be fit and in shape and have huge muscles. The positive aspect of this ad is that it promotes eating better and learning more about the food that will help you get in shape. However, the ad may have a negative effect on male body image, since it suggests that being very muscular is the ideal male body, and eating meat is the only way to get there. The magazine cover does not tell the story that if you want to get fit, you need to exercise regularly while maintaining a good diet. It just shows that if you eat like a man, you will be buff and fit like the man on the cover.
They all have the exact same type of body.
They have no muscle definition other than their skinny abs. So
they're all very skinny, very white, and all pretty much look the same.
It's a good picture. Kind of catches the eye.
Makes women think that they need to be that skinny to be sexy.
Which they don't.
No. It's what it's like stereotyped to be the body type.
These women are probably out of my league personally, but I could see where this is the ideal feature or physicality of a woman that the ideal man, in the perspective of an advertisement person, would go for. You're not going to put someone with a beer belly and lingerie on an ad.
Not really. I mean, you can kind of see it's like fake in a way. So like, I don't know. It's not like the perfect image of a woman.
They need to be more realistic because not everyone is tall, super skinny. Like everyone has their different body shapes, and like just to say that this is like perfect in someone else's eyes is just kind of ridiculous.
Yes, it does make a woman feel self-conscious, but I'm not going to get on my alumni soapbox and brag about that. So we'll leave that one where it's at. This ad absolutely would do that, which ties into the entire part of advertising. But when you're trying in a capitalist society to sell things, you want the most appealing thing visually to the consumer, and to a man or to a woman who's aspiring to entice a man. This would be very appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it puts the image in their mind.
Puts
makes
a lot of
someone
pressure
like
on
that.
them.
Yeah, definitely. Same thing with a guy too.
Yeah, I think anybody who would look a little different from that, and then seeing like the perfect body and knowing that they don't have that perfect body would do a blow to their self-confidence.
Even if girls say they're not self-conscious, they usually are. So they probably want to be that skinny girl because that's what society says is good.
This one, I mean, is definitely representing what it says, the perfect body, because it has all races and body types in one picture, proving that there is no perfect body.
This advertisement is the initial reaction that I feel on this one is that these are actually real people, and they embody what would be considered the more realistic view of how normal people look in an everyday environment and society itself.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like all different body types. I don't think it should say the perfect body though, because there's not such a thing as that.
Really? I don't, I try not to worry about like model stuff like that, because it just makes you feel bad about yourself. So if you try to be the best you can be, that's what I shoot for. It's the best I know I can be.
No, I don't think she'd be as self-conscious. I think it would make people realize that any shape is beautiful. You don't have to be a size 2 to be pretty or sexy.
Yeah, she's comfortable in her own body.
So this is a stereotypical alpha male.
Kind of weird. Like a little bit uncomfortable. Like I don't really understand it. Like I don't know.
Total boss. I'd like to be that guy.
Okay, this is like spray tan fake. So, I mean, no one looks like that unless you get it like drawn on in the picture, which is a lot of people do. Same with like the Victoria's Secret model and stuff like that. Like they put like dark here just to make them look bigger, like stuff like that. It's all fake. You can tell it's fake. That's my opinion on it.
Like steroids or something like that.
I don't know. Eat anything that you see. Girls are so much more worried about what they eat. So I guess I would say eat just eat. Yeah.
Eat like a man. Place to masculinity, large amount of protein, right, holding red raw meat. And then, so somebody who's trying to bulk up, who's trying to size, they're going to see that and they're going to buy this magazine for that reason, hoping to get the body image type of this guy on this thing. But we all know healthy-wise, you should have a high diet of vegetables, not meat. You'll learn that when you get older.
I feel like it implies a lot of meat, steak, red meat, that kind of stuff. A lot more food. That's like nutritious, so it doesn't really match up, I would say, but.
Body-wise. To an extent, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but no one looks like that in real life, though. So it's all fake. I mean, if you're smart enough to realize everything's fake, that you see in images or like magazines or TV or something like that, then obviously you can be like, ooh, that's cool, but it's fake. So.
I don't think that's attractive.
No, he's kind of scary looking, actually. He looks, like, really aggressive. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he seems a little strange. He has a nice body, but I mean, that seems like if he's focusing that hard on his body, he hasn't got time for me.
Yeah, because I mean, like then again, it's not the ideal guy either. I mean, it's just like the one in hundreds of people that are like that.
Guys that work here. Yeah, the guys that work here definitely, but guys that just like my regular guy friends are just that don't. I don't think so. I don't know.
I feel like it would have the same like effect on men that first image would have on women.
I think seeing it is like something to strive for, but not something you should compare yourself to.
It goes without saying that the Dear Kate ad is the counter ad to the Victoria's Secret ad as depicted by our interviewees. The counter ad for Muscle and Fitness was a little more challenging to find. In the end, we chose this ad with Prince Fielder, the first baseman for the Texas Rangers, on the cover of ESPN's Body Issue. In his interview, he states, "You don't have to look like an Under Armour mannequin to be an athlete." This proves that body image is not everything, even to a professional athlete. Body image should not control a person's life, and they should still strive to be whoever and whatever they aspire to be.
From the information gathered, we can conclude that this ad did not appeal to the consumers as Victoria's Secret had wished it would. The ad made women feel self-conscious and discouraged because of the image portraying the quote-unquote perfect body. Out of all the females we interviewed, one of them agreed that this was the perfect body. Others said that women in the ad were too skinny and looked unhealthy. Even from the male perspective, they agreed that it would make women feel self-conscious and portrayed the perfect body in a negative manner. Overall, this ad is very controversial and should not be used by Victoria's Secret to advertise their product. This ad was made in an effort to contradict the Victoria's Secret ad of the perfect body. It made women feel less self-conscious about themselves and gave a positive message. Out of all the people we interviewed, they agreed that this would help to give women a higher self-esteem and was a good ad to show to the public. However, some people did not agree that this was the perfect body, but was good at proving a point, showing that women of all races and sizes should be comfortable and confident in their own bodies. This was a very effective ad at attacking the Victoria's Secret perfect body ad. The final ad we analyzed was a muscular man holding a piece of steak with the caption, "Eat like a man." This ad was very similar to the perfect body ad and how it made men feel self-conscious about achieving a muscular physique. Out of the females we interviewed, some agreed that this was a perfect body for men, and others disagreed. They said that this would make some men feel self-conscious, but a muscular physique isn't always something that is needed for an attractive man. Out of the males we interviewed, they all agree that this would be a body that they would like to have. However, it can make them feel an increased need to try and achieve this body type, which may not always be a good thing. One of the men we interviewed made the point that this would only apply to a certain group of men, appealing to younger men as opposed to middle-aged or older men. Overall, this ad can be effective in helping men achieve a healthy physique while making sure they are eating properly or eating enough protein.